signatures been forged, the fire. Broken spirit, some assemble.
Welcome back to the Marathon Mortgage Happy Hour. I'm Mike Witzak.
My name's Rory Farrell.
And today we have
I'm Kyle Keenan.
Kyle Keenan. Kyle came in from the Langhorne office over at KW. And you're not part of a team or anything, right? You're solo agent?
I'm solo.
Solo agent. But that don't mean shit because Kyle does a lot of business. So that's good.
It must be that car. I think that's what it is. I literally saw you pulling. I'm like, oh, that's who we're doing a podcast with because I've been at that office and I've noticed that car every
really?
time.
Yeah.
Tell them what's up with your car. Like,
So I just have it wrapped with like my face on it, and I have like my branding, my Keenan is key brand on it, just to like help for like brand recognition.
no, it's super smart.
That's why I mentioned it because it worked. Like I was
you.
like, oh shit, I've seen
Yeah.
that car around.
No, definitely. I remember when I first started coming like over to your office, I would see your car all the time. I'm like, who is this guy? And then I met you. You were in Emily's office one time sitting down. I met you.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought you were a team member, and then I figured out like, oh no, you're like a solo agent.
Yeah. I'm just there in their office a lot.
Yeah, I feel like their office is like the hangout spot.
Yeah.
sometimes.
I'm very close with Chrissy and Tony. I like grew up with them at Langhorne. Like
really?
Not grew up with them in our office. And
Yeah.
It's like we kind of. Chrissy was one of the first people that I met. There.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cool.
Okay. I didn't know that. So yeah, I mean, I kind of want to get into you a little bit more and like how you got started. Because how old are you?
I'm 25.
Yeah, so you're relatively young. Like you're when did you turn 25?
In July.
Okay, so you're 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
So, how old were you when you got started? Like, what's
He's
your
like 5 years younger than me.
5? Yeah, I don't know if that's how that math works, buddy, but closer to 17. But anyway,
Onward.
Let's move over that. Anyway, how old were you when you got started in real estate?
I was 18 when I started.
Oh no shit. Okay, so
Yeah.
did you graduate high school and you're like, yo, I'm getting right into this, or what?
Yeah, I started taking my licensing classes while I was in high school still, while I was at Ben Salem.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I
What
just-
17-year-old's like, I know exactly what I'm going to do right after college.
I just knew that I wasn't going to go to college anymore. So I just found real estate on YouTube and just decided to just try it out. pretty
Smart.
much. And I just kind of went all in and just hope for the best.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of awesome. I love
it's
this.
really, you're the same way. You're like super entrepreneurial, like, and have been for like since a young age. Like,
Yeah.
It's super impressive to see people have that kind of conviction and drive that early in life because a lot of people don't.
No, definitely him more so than me though, because I wish I found mortgages on YouTube when I was that age. That would be
Yeah.
cool, but like that's awesome, man. So was there anybody in your family that did real estate too, or did you just were like totally, hey, I watched a video and
I really didn't have any connections. Like my best connect was like my ex's cousin who did like great guy, but like, didn't do really any business.
yeah.
And he was just like, oh, come interview here. And that was my best connect.
Fair enough.
And then he left like a couple weeks after I joined. So I had nothing basically.
Damn. So did you start at Keller Williams or did you find your way there? Where'd you start at?
I started at Keller Williams. Yeah.
Okay.
It was just like pretty close. I like talked to a couple brokers and the guy there, Mike Friedman, great guy. He basically like, he showed that he believed in me and that's all it kind of took. Like
Nice.
I was like, yeah, that was big for me. I wanted somebody that kind of took me serious and treated me as like an adult, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So you get in at 18 and how are you like starting to get business? What were you doing to grow your business and get your foot in the door with me?
I wasn't. It took my first 2 years were like started very slow.
Okay.
And very slow and with me working very hard.
Okay.
I do like, decent now, but like when I first started, like it was very big of a struggle.
So it's not like you weren't working, like you were.
I was
you were
working
screwing.
very hard.
Okay.
I was working like I did, real estate is probably the office like 9 to 5 or whatever, 8 to 5, and then after I would drive DoorDash to like support myself because I wasn't making any money.
Damn.
But
Were you cold calling? Were you?
I tried everything.
Just like everything for
open
2 years?
houses, cold calling, sell by owners, door knocking, like anything you could name. I probably tried it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's what you were just trying to figure out, like what would start bringing in business, like what would just make anything happen.
I was trying to make anything. Like one deal for me was like huge. I was celebrating it for the week.
All right, fair enough.
but yeah, it definitely took a while to get things rolling.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But I always say too, like when you're starting that young, your overhead is so much less, so you can kind of afford to
Yes. Yeah. There wasn't a lot.
take a little bit longer time to like if you start this when you're in your 30s or something.
Yeah, you got a
and this is your
family,
full-time job. You're like, oh, I got a mortgage to pay. I got
Yes.
bills to pay. I got kids in school. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a great time to start because it affords you that runway a little bit more than it would someone else.
That's why like I applaud like the newer agents who start and they're doing like deals, and I'm like, dude, like you're doing great. You know, like a lot of these newer agents, at least in our office, are like doing very well, and just I was not on that level. It took me 2 years to get to that, so I think like it's okay to you start slow, like you'll be okay.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I could very much relate to that. So I get it. I totally get it. It wasn't until like the past like year and a half that I've actually started doing a lot of business and feeling some of the success of all the hard work you put in, you know?
Absolutely.
No, that's nuts.
So what was it that after that 2 years that kind of clicked? Or was it just experience time?
It was
pipeline?
nothing specific. Like it wasn't like, oh, I started doing this and things started happening. I think it was just like all the effort I put in over the couple of years that I was in it, and it kind of just started like paying off and like spiraling in a good way. And like after me texting you for the 7th time about first time home buyer grant, they're like, all right, like I'm ready to buy, you know, or oh well, my mom needs to sell actually, can you like come over and talk to us? And so it just kind of like just the snowball effect essentially.
100%. No, that's good. That's like the hardest thing to realize is the 2 years of work that you see no results from do mean something. It's just you gotta hang on until they mean something.
Yes, absolutely.
And sometimes it's like not even like A doesn't lead to B. It's just out in the universe. If you are working hard, it will eventually turn into, because you don't know a lot of times what is working, like, but all of a sudden things are working and you don't know why. Like we say that with the social media, like it's not like someone directly DM'd me and said, I need a loan, but being out there all the time, putting yourself out there and texting and emailing and calling and DM, like,
and it
just eventually turns into something.
It does. It goes down to the zeitgeist, as they say.
Yeah, and like even like the video stuff, like everybody does videos now. I started doing videos I think my first video was like 2 weeks before COVID. So like I was the first person in my office to start doing videos like consistently. Wow. Like nobody was doing videos back then. I mean, my videos sucked, but like, it takes like I get a good amount of leads off social media, but it's from doing videos for years now. Yeah. And yeah, like the videos like definitely helped a lot, and like just being consistent, like anything else. That's
the hardest thing is just staying consistent and growing it. And so, you know, I definitely get leads off of social media as well, but the funny thing is sometimes you feel like you post videos and you're like, nobody's watching these, and then you stop posting them, and I'll have like 10 people reach out to me, or I'll see them somewhere and they go, yo, what happened to that thing? Like, why haven't you post? Like I just made that board down there. I don't know if you saw that board. I'll show you afterwards, but I just made a board to track my loan progress, and I put a video up about like, hey, should I track my loan progress? Weeks ago, I had somebody come up to me like 2 days ago and go, hey, where's those videos at? Like, why haven't you been posting them? Like, dude, I didn't even know people watch this stuff.
That's cool. That's awesome.
But it definitely helps.
Some of our emails like that we send out to like realtors, like I have like a list on Mondays, I send out rates and and no one ever responds to it, and I assume no one's looking at it. But then the one time I was like, hey, I might stop doing this. I don't know how many of you guys, because it's not, I do it personally. It's not like a constant contact. Like I don't get the feedback of the opened and the unopened, the unsubscribe. And they're like, oh no, we like this. You know, keep sending them. Okay. I'll keep doing it.
Yeah. Would have been nice to hear earlier, but I guess okay.
Yeah. It doesn't require a response. It's not like I'm asking a question and expecting it. It's just, you know, information out there. So, but people are looking at it. But I just needed to ask for that response to get feedback.
So, all right. So you are 25 now. You're gonna be 26, and then you've been doing this for then almost 8 years now.
Like 6.5 years, almost 7.
Almost 7 years.
July of 20. I got my license June of 2019. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay. So 7 years, 6.5 years. Wow. Yeah. So now you're at a point where you're doing business. Things are hopefully going well. I don't know. Right? Yeah. Things are going okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
Grateful for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So now,
what a nice answer.
Grateful.
That's a great answer.
Grateful, humble, you know. What are you doing now are you mainly just referral based? Are you still trying to grow your business? What's your goals at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely like, I'm not even close to, my peak. I'm definitely in full force growth mode in terms of getting, acquiring new clients, servicing my existing clients and providing them with exceptional value and just being a household name in their households and their kids' households. And just a big part of that at where I'm at now is using leverage to my advantage. It's kind of the only way you can scale if you want to. Some people don't want to, and that's fine. There's a lot of people, and that's great, honestly. Like, it's fantastic. For me, like, I just like going bigger because it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And a little bit of ego for sure. But I have full-time admin. I also have part-time admin. And my biggest dilemma right now is I'm currently looking for a showing/buyer's agent to help me with showings.
I was just about to ask. I was like, you're definitely, from everything I know about you and from just talking to you for these couple minutes right now, I was about to ask, like, when are you going to start the team? Because I figured that was coming.
And I'm not like, some people start teams like kind of almost, I don't want to say without purpose. For me, I'm very like numbers oriented, like, return on investment, like it's got to be there. I'm not just starting a team just cause. So I want to make sure that like all my hires are very strategic. It's a great way to get out of business is start making hires and then not knowing what you're doing. And, money's, it goes quick.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. Even my first admin hire taught me a lot of things. He's fantastic, which I'm grateful for. But the first few months, regardless, are a struggle with training people. Mm-hmm. You essentially, now you're almost in charge of somebody else and you have to hold them accountable. And at the same time, you have to have patience because you have to understand, I've been doing this, for years now. He just started. So be patient with like people's mistakes as well.
Yeah. No,
yeah, you're no longer a lone wolf, like kind of making your own decisions and like everything, lives and dies on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're like, oh shoot, I got to pay somebody.
And what's good about the second admin, what's really cool, is I had the first admin trade the second admin. Now it's like I can see how things are coming together and like it's nicer because now I can pick a mind of somebody with a small team and more understand like what they're going through. So it's like nice to be on like that level.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah. I mean, it's hard. Tom does a really good job. Tom's the owner. He wasn't here when you came in, but he'll probably be here by the time you leave. So you could meet him, but he's very strategic with the person he hired prior to me was Rory. And that was 6 or 7 years prior to me coming on.
Yeah, 5 or 6 probably.
Yeah, so he waited like 5 or 6 years just to hire another loan officer. Yeah. So it's really important for him. And it's the same thing like you said, Tom was super busy and he had to have a lot of grace and patience as I learned the business because it's not an easy thing to learn.
Well, it's tough. People don't realize I didn't realize, and my coach tried telling me I do like MAPS coaching at a KW, but you're busy, right? You need help. Okay, I'm going to hire somebody. I hire this person who knows nothing about real estate, right? Like nobody knows anything, right? And you're telling me now I have to spend time out of my day, which I didn't have, which is why I hired you to train you.
Yeah.
And like it just like doesn't make sense to a point. Like essentially what I should have did, what my coach told me to do was, if you feel like you're going to be busy in 4 or 5 months, hire them now, because when you're busy, you're going to be fucked.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. I was in a pickle for a little bit, like pulling 16-hour days easily, working, and then training him.
Yeah.
Like,
it's tough because you got to take at that point in time, you got to take 2 steps backwards to take those 2 steps back again, go forward.
And the last thing you want to do is jump the gun, and be like, all right, I'm going to hire you, spend the money on you for the next couple months, and then you're not busy, and then you're like,
that
shit,
too. And at the same time,
that's an ego
is
thing.
it even the right fit?
Yeah.
You do all this, and at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, this guy, he's not it.
Yeah, after 6 months.
Yeah. So it's fun.
Well, no, I mean,
to learn.
thank God it worked out for you. That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And now you got another one being trained by the first one.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Now the next thing, like a buyer's agent wise, are you looking for somebody that's experienced or somebody getting into the business?
Somebody with experience.
Okay.
I don't, admittedly, I don't think I have the patience to train somebody brand new on like that stuff. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'd prefer not to.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, because that's going to be a whole nother training course. Yeah.
And there is a catch-22 between hiring someone who has experience but maybe bad habits, or maybe not the way that you want them to handle your clients.
That's it, 100%. So I would definitely, regardless of who it is, you're right. Like, regardless, new or not new, I would have to like almost train them on how I treat my clients and how, now that we're a team, we're gonna treat our clients.
Yeah.
We got to be. Here's how we do investor showings, first-time home buyers. Here's how you like just you do things a certain way and you don't realize until you teach somebody else, and everybody does things differently.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So that's going to be the next. I'm curious to see how this all plays out over the next year or so. Maybe we have you back on like in a couple months or something, see where you're at. But no, that's exciting stuff, dude. That's really cool. The other thing I wanted to ask you about was your properties.
Yeah.
Because you're a pretty heavy investor, right?
How'd you know that?
Because you always post in your story, you're buying properties.
Oh,
that are like,
gotcha.
Yeah, like
We do our research. We have a whole research assistant here.
Yeah,
on every
yeah,
one of our.
the guy out in the parking lot's been following you for 2 months.
He was easy to find. He just followed your car around.
Yeah.
Follow that car with that guy's face on it. That looks like the guy.
One thing that's good is I never have to worry about it being stolen.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. They will find that very quickly. So I was gonna say, did you post something the other day on your story? You're like number 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that was a while ago. That was February.
He's like, I'm on 15 now.
I was gonna say, I was like, dude, what do you mean a while? I was like, I could have swore it was just the other day.
So yeah, that was units 8, 9, and 10 that I bought.
Okay.
Triplex. Actually buying another triplex this Friday.
Oh, congratulations. Good.
Super stoked. Right at second. I don't know if you know Philly, but it's at Second and Girard.
Second of Gerard. So you're on the other. You're like in Fishtown area, right?
Yeah, Fishtown, no libs. Right,
Yep.
right in the middle.
Yeah. I'm on 29th and Gerard.
So you're more Brewery Town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good spot. That's a
Yeah,
good spot.
yeah.
That's good. But yeah, the properties are great. I love So the idea going into being a realtor was I'm gonna be an investor and fund it through my like commissions essentially. It turned into way more than that I could ever imagine. But overall, that's still the plan. Like, I still want to build wealth for myself. I love the game. I have an entire crew that like I essentially GC for like the rehabs. Nothing crazy. We're not building new construction yet, but we're doing like rehabs, and it's great because it helps me service my investor clients. It's like, oh, you need an electrician? Use my guy.
Yeah. Here.
You need a handyman? Use my guy.
You just got like subs all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I know they're good. I know they're good work. If somebody's not doing right, I'm like, I can probably step in and hold them accountable.
Yep.
And it's like pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like it a lot, and it's just building wealth, and it helps me build my clients' wealth.
No, it makes perfect sense, man. That's super cool. I was curious as to how you were. I know you wear a million different hats, and I was curious to how you did it. So you have like a whole crew you kind of sub out to. You got like this guy for that and this guy for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a mess, 100%. 10 minutes late to this thing, and I had to reschedule like on you twice.
No, dude, no worries at all.
That's not unique.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
You're
That's
not,
fine.
Yeah, it's not like it hasn't happened.
We had a sales meeting today, and 2 out of the 4 loan officers in our office weren't here. So don't worry about it.
I was one of them. So
Oh, cool. All right, cool.
yeah, you're good.
I feel bad. I never want to disrespect anybody's time.
No,
we
never,
appreciate that.
never. We appreciate that. Yeah.
But yeah, biggest thing with the investing is like know the numbers, don't fall in love with the property, and being able to identify your game plan on what you want to do. Like even just as a realtor, like do you want to scale your business, do you want to not, etc. So like for me, real estate investing, it's the same thing. Like I understand I'm 25, and I'm very much use leverage to buy my properties.
Yeah.
Like so because I'm intend to scale. Like greatly. Yeah, like the intention is by the end of the year, I intend to have between 25 and 30 units.
Okay.
And the way that I do that, just like a quick synopsis, it's not a new strategy. Everybody knows this, but just like the Burr method, essentially. It's a great strategy. You got to find a property at the right price, have the right contractor. The numbers have to work, but it's it works.
Yeah, no, 100%.
100% works. It's great, and real estate is fantastic for realtors because tax write-offs are fucking awesome.
Yes, tax write-offs are huge.
I mean, like my depreciation alone, I still have to meet with my guy for this year, but if I were to guess, the depreciation alone, like the tax write-off, probably like 70 grand.
Yeah.
Like that's depreciation. That's not even counting repairs.
Yeah.
That's not counting like property tax write-offs. Like, so it's like, it's cool. It's nice.
It is. It helps a lot.
Do you go for like the last two that you bought were triplexes you had mentioned, right? So do you go for specific, like, hey, this is my bread and butter? Because we had John Lee on and he's like, I've bought, I don't know, what he said, 20, 30 properties or something like that.
Yeah, he had
and he's like
25 units or something.
11 to 1,400 square foot, row home, 3-bed, 1. Like he knew exactly what he was looking for, and that's
he
pretty much
figured
what
out like a glitch, like a glitch in the matrix, right? And he figured out that like if he found these properties, I'd have to go back and listen to it, but he just had it down to such a specific search, and then he would go through all of Philadelphia and he'd like underbid them like 80 grand. Everybody would just be like, yeah, okay. And then he just figured it out. I don't know.
That's
he figured it out.
awesome.
And so he leveraged stuff for years, and he had like, he has like 20, 30 units or something now.
even more, but
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah, I would say that for me, when I first started, I was just kind of trying to grab anything. Like I didn't have that much money back then, and I didn't have like a lot of experience. Now I'm focusing more on like your A areas. So like Second and Gerard, I would consider pretty close to an A area. There's new construction on the block. The houses in that area are going for $1 million. So like the
What the fuck?
crazy.
the nice ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like new construction, but even so, you know, even a normal home over there is going for 500. You know,
Makes me
the further you
puke.
get from Kensington, the more the price goes up.
Dude, it's just crazy because we're from Port Richmond. My whole family's from Port
Oh,
Richmond.
okay.
I'm not. I grew there. I was there until I was like 6 or 7, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't really like spend much time there. But I just know from my parents talking, like Fishtown used to be.
Yeah, it used to be rough.
You couldn't give a house away. You could
Yeah.
like so people wouldn't take it if you paid them to take it.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
There's-
houses are selling for $1 million in the neighborhood. I'm like, what the fuck?
heck yeah, it's insane. But the biggest thing for me is multifamilies,
Okay.
and so 2 to 4 units. Eventually, I'm gonna go to 5+. Maybe this year, maybe next year. It's different kind of financing. It's commercial financing, and like you get involved with like banks with that, it gets like a little crazy. But for 2 to 4 units, B+ and or A areas, so that I can just buy larger like assets that are valued higher, good tenants, and it's just like better area to own real estate in
100%.
overall.
Yeah.
Ideally, in an ideal world, I'm not buying in Philadelphia. All my properties are in Philly, almost all of them. But
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
there's just not as many opportunities outside of Philly in
No,
the multifamily
yeah.
space. If Philadelphia changed their laws around, I think their real estate would go up so much overnight.
Yeah, but they'll never change those laws. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That's why I would never. That's why I don't buy in Philly. That's the main issue with it. But I agree with you. There's around here at least, like within a 30-minute drive from Philly.
Yeah.
Opportunity wise, very limited. So it's like you gotta. I'm sure you've made out very well though.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're going on 13 units. It's like obviously you had to have done something right to scale it. So
I hope so.
yeah. Yeah.
What would you consider? Like, give me a couple examples of like B+ A areas.
I mean, honestly, like, you know, actually Port Richmond, I would consider like getting there.
Yeah.
You know, your Fishtown, Northern Liberties, you know, Dickinson Narrows. I mean, you're renting houses like the definition of the
That's
ideal
like
area.
A+,
That's,
yeah.
That's like insane. I bought one right by like U Sciences in the city. That's one I bought in February. It's almost there. It's getting there. But like anywhere in the University City area, even like your Cedar Park over there, and of course, most towns surrounding Philadelphia, you know, are nice areas.
Yeah.
What are we? Flower Town right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Flower Town's a great area.
Flower Town's a great area,
Like anywhere around here, Mount Glenside, Abington,
Lansdale.
Yeah, Lansdale's fantastic. I just got to send a deal there like 30 minutes ago, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, off market. I got to take a look at that.
I just bought an off-market deal in Lansdale.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
But I'm gonna be living in this one. So
Oh, congratulations.
thank you.
Nice,
Yeah, yeah.
man. But yeah, so I think just like overall, some parts of the city and then the counties are pretty great.
Yeah, no, 100%. Is there anything else you want to touch on, Rory?
How do you what's your plan to scale up to what you said, like 20 properties, 2025?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
units, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like 25 to 30 by
Just
end of
kind
year.
of the same thing.
Just
multi-unit,
keep-
just
so
get a
like-
couple more multi-units or
Yeah, so like for example, this one I'm buying, second in Girard, purchase price is 400. Rehab's gonna be realistically 80. I put 75 on the rehab sheet, but it's gonna be 80 probably. And so like after it's gonna be worth between 650 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
So once you do the cash out refinance, they're gonna give you 75. You know, that's 75% of the new value. So after everything, I should only be in the property about, you know, with closing costs, about 20 grand. And you know, with that, I'll be able to pull my money out and use it for the next property, because the loan on like a 675 property, that's like 508. So I should be able to pull out pretty much everything and then do it again.
Yep. And
Nice.
then have your tenants pay your mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
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 That's the key. That is the key. Keenan is the key. But no, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's really cool. That's why I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Probably talk to you a little bit more off camera, but is there anything else?
Yeah, it's good, man.
That's
it was
awesome.
interesting. It's cool to see someone so young. I mean, I always say this about you too, just like hustling, figuring it out, and finding your niche. You know,
No,
like
that's
you
genuinely,
mentioned.
and thank you for coming on, because I was very curious. I mean, I see you in the office all the time, and we don't have ever have much time to talk. But I see your success, and I see how well you're doing, and I always wanted to like sit down and have a conversation with you about it, because I think it's awesome. So,
I appreciate that, man.
yeah,
Thank you for
sure.
having me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I would love to have you back on 6 months a year, just see
Yeah.
if
See
you
where
hit
you're
your
at.
goal, where you're at, how many units away are you, and what the plan is.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you.
No, definitely. We'll have you
Track
back
the
on.
progress.
Once again, say who you are, where you're at.
Yeah, Kyle Keenan. Keenan is key. I'm out of Keller Williams Langhorne.
Sweet. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for coming on. All right. Happy Friday, Al.
Happy Friday.